What's up, fighters? Fuma Kodachi here with another episode of Let's Meet. In this episode, we're going to be introducing you all to Christie. So, who is Christie? Throughout the series, we see her as a very mysterious woman who works in the shadows. She's constantly working towards some type of agenda, be it someone else's or her own, and no one is safe from her sights. First and foremost, Christie is a professional assassin, skilled in the fighting style Shi Quan, which specializes in a lot of quick stabs or striking attacks. She joined the Dead or Alive roster in 2001 with the introduction of Dead or Alive 3 as one of the only female villains in the series, along with Kasumi A and Alpha 152. There's not much known about Christie's past, other than the fact that she's an assassin from England, and hired by Victor Donovan as a double agent. Her job was as merciless as her ability to kill, as her main target was the Douglas family and the current head of DOA5LR. By the end of the first tournament, Kasumi had been convinced by Christie to compete in an effort to exact revenge on Raidao, who had almost fatally wounded her brother Hayate. Kasumi was successful in her goal of defeating Raidao in battle, but shortly after was kidnapped by Christie and transported to Donovan to further his goals for Project Alpha. At this point, Christie more or less falls off the radar, allowing events to unfold until the second Dead or Alive tournament. Here she would try once again to cut all connections between the Douglas family and DOA5LR by assassinating Helena for Donovan, securing his seat as the head of the company. While Christie is a skilled fighter, an assassin knows that any means of efficiently reaching your goal is key, and with that, she took use of a high-powered sniper rifle and took aim at Helena during an opera performance. Her mother, Maria, saw Christie before she was able to pull the trigger and took the bullet for her daughter Helena. Christie escaped, though, with part of her goal complete, successfully keeping her identity hidden from Helena in the process. By working with Donovan, Christie constructed an elaborate plan to seal their success completely. By posing as Helena's personal assistant, she could stay close and wait for the perfect moment to strike. Due to the sniping incident making security tight, Christie would need to keep her allies close and enemies closer. With Project Alpha and Project Epsilon in development, they continued to create a third tournament using Genra as bait. What this ended up accomplishing was luring all of the ninjas from the Mugen Tenshin clan to complete both of these projects simultaneously, as well as make Helena vulnerable in the competition. Throughout the course of the third Dead or Alive tournament, Christie would continue to hinder Helena's attempts at winning, but in the end revealed her occupation to Helena to hasten the process and eliminate her then and there. Before she could execute her plan, though, Bayman stopped Christie, finding out that he had been hired by Helena as a bodyguard. Working together with Kasumi A, Christie continued to attack Helena and Bayman, but failed in their attempt. This did allow Genra more time to continue his attack with the shinobi, but he was felled in combat, ending the third Dead or Alive tournament. While Christie had been successful in most of her mission, things didn't exactly pan out as she had hoped. With the introduction of the fourth Dead or Alive tournament, it was time for the ninjas to take the fight back to DOA5LR for all the abuse and harm they had suffered on their hands. So with this, Kasumi, Ayane, Hayabusa, and Hayate all attacked the main DOA5LR headquarters known as Tri-Tower to destroy the building and company for good. Christie made an attempt to stop them, but was defeated in combat. As the ninja assault continued, Christie recuperated herself and returned to the tower and came across Helena as the building was crumbling around them. Helena made the attempt to be the gracious one and let Christie leave without a fight, as the company her father helped grow was dying around them. Christie, though, the cold-hearted assassin she always is, took this chance to happily divulge the truth of her mother's assassination by her hands. Helena could not let this pass, and through her tears, fought Christie with everything she had. While we do not know the exact outcome of this fight, we do know that Christie survived, and continued to act as an assassin on her own accord. From here, we enter the time of the fifth Dead or Alive tournament. Christie's been hired by Donovan once again, despite all the trouble this particular contract usually results in, however under a new company name, Mist. Here, she acts as security for what is essentially a massive laboratory hidden behind a simple oil rig. While she does her best to keep the various fighters away from meddling in Donovan's affairs, she is unsuccessful and ultimately fails as the oil rig is destroyed by the shinobi. In the end, Christie was a successful assassin and completed much of her goals. Becoming entwined with the many fighters from all walks of life gave her the chance to display her impressive fighting abilities and cunning as an assassin. While at this point we don't know exactly what's happened to her, where she is, we can rightly assume that she made it out of the explosion and will continue to work from the shadows, pursuing her targets and prey alike. So there you have it, fighters, and now you know the fighter, Christie. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Remember to always watch what's going on around you. You never know who's got their sights set on you. Keep fighting, fighters.